Hello everyone and welcome to another modern stream here in Goryos MTG. Today we continue testing Simic Ritual for the RC and we are playing, thanks Jose for the 15 or 16 month of a subscription. Thank you very much.
Keeping learning laughing face.
So we keep testing this for the RC. I think it's a nice pick. And I'm trying to figure out how to beat the bad matchups, which are Prowess and also a bit on Boros energy, but not that much. So those are the three decks we want to beat. We can beat most of the other decks in the format, but it still works. I'm testing today Culling Ritual. That's a card for 1 black, 1 green, and 2 mana. And it is a sorcery for 4 mana. Destroy each non-land permanent with mana value 2 or less. Add green or black in any combination. For each permanent, destroy this way. The mana thing is not that great. You could play maybe after you wipe the board a Burden Ritual or Endurance. Maybe if you have blue mana floating, you can cast Oculus. But the mana is not a thing. But having 4 mana, having a sweeper that gets you mana, destroys saga tokens, any artifacts, almost anything, cutter and the tokens. So that's it. I'm testing 4 Subtlety, 3 Oculus. I don't want to draw Oculus that much. Maybe I end up missing finishes, but I'm having fine time with this. Also on the mana for Culling Ritual, we have a Watery Grave. Blue is the most important color in our deck, and as a nice thing that you need when playing Watery Grave, you have to play, instead of random green fetch lands, you have to play Verdant Catacombs that searches for the forest and the Watery Grave. So it's a good inclusion. Then the random blue land doesn't care about which it is. I play this because it's the one I have. And for the rest, it's quite stock. So yeah, let's try. Do you see some avatar card that could fit the list? I didn't see anything that could fit it. I'm not sure if there is something that could be used, but at the end it's hard to have some cards enter modern. Like we can look after this. Green, blue, less than 5. Okay, here I have some search. We're playing round 1 against Mod 88, and we only have 1 land, so I'm gonna mull. Okay, this hand is fine. I guess I'm putting down Flip Flip and keeping the rest. Tron can be a dangerous matchup. Oculus, not bad. Like, if we know we are playing against Tron, we are in decent shape, but if we don't know, our hand could not fit that matchup. Let's see. Okay, they have the Tron. Then after board, I feel pretty safe, but this member goes not here, but not the most troublesome thing yet. Maybe I should have fetched. Puts another card in my grave. Flare is the best card we could get out of Oracle, and then like if the top 2 cards of our deck is like Flare into Harbinger, Vexing Babel. That's bad. Karn, yeah, sure. Yeah, a lot of Vexing Babbles in the format lately. That's a card. Maybe Vexing Babel has been troublesome. I've been thinking of playing cards like Nito's Claim over the Force of Vigors to beat Vexing Babel easier. Yeah. I think it's that Vexing Babel is not that great against the I would say the Blink deck. It's just a card. Not Seer. This goes to 3. Yeah, I'm gonna let them have their Docknut Seer. Yeah, turn 3 Tron on the draw. Plus Vexing Babel into Karn. That's always strong. Vexing Babel is fine against Solitude, which is a card that you don't care. Against Blink, it doesn't do much. Against Prowess, it's just okay. Counters some spells, but not very relevant ones. It's good against Affinity, so okay. Here I have another Docknut here. I play my Forest. I think that Vexing Babel is not a great card. Maybe I'm wrong. Is there some thoughts on? Okay, they have everything. Troll into Babel, into Karn, into double Docknut here, into Dismember. I'm a bit off Dismember. So off Docknut here, not off Dismember. Dismember is still a great card. Yeah. Okay, this matchup is very bad. Yeah. No blocks. So they have a Mind Stone. Okay, no blocks here. Go to 10. Now we want to kill Karn. They may get something and not cast it yet. Okay, they reveal a card. Yeah, that's also a strong card against me. They play a map. They crack map. They probably don't have Abstergo. They should. Abstergo is a great card. Versus Tower, yeah. They crack. Extreme Babel, sure. Yeah, I need to be just mana efficient somehow. Cast this. A Karn. I guess this game I'm dead. There's not much, but still trying. I didn't know I was playing against that matchup, and they... So here I can double block. They want to play a Building Ritual because of Fair. So hope they don't have a Dismember. This draws me a card. Okay, seems like no Dismember yet. Or what do you think about Modern Meta right now? Look hard to play Tron, but maybe Eldrazi ramp. Yeah, Eldrazi ramp has a thing. I'm not sure. There is... I think the meta game is... There are some top tier decks, like probably Amulet and Blink. And then there are all the other decks who have, they win 60% of the meta game, and then like they destroy 60% of the meta game, they fight 10% and they lose 30% badly against the rest. So you just have to hit the deck that has the best win rate amongst those. So I draw a card, Sink into Stupor. Okay, Sink into Stupor is a card. Okay, they have another Thought-Knots here that has no trigger because of Torpor Orb. Subtlety. So, Cold Bones, Cage. No, that doesn't work. I'm gonna play this tapped and pass. I could cast Subtlety for free. That's giving up too much value. Here I'm going to 1. I'm drawing another card. They are a bit flooded out. So I draw 2 cards. I have another blocker. Drawing an Oculus will be fine. Huh! Like that one. This could be Karn into Ballista. Sire. Okay. Not gonna be that one. Harbinger. Force of Vigor. Here Nature's Claim will be a better card. Consent to Memory. So Endurance. Atlas. I think this member is fine. If the Blink matchup will not be that bad, I will play more Eldrazi Tron deck. They're still mostly on 4 consigns and 4 Charm yet. Yeah. 3.9 consigns in most decks and 3.5. So yeah, most of them have 3.5 consign Charm. The thing is, I have not found a card that deals with the Blink deck. Like, you can put Torpor Orb, and if Torpor survives, you get to do things, but you play Torpor, they just play Philia or play Oculus, Flage, and then it's over. Green, blue, Highland Oracle. Flare will be great. Quota is not bad. Put it down. Thanks for the 21 months. Thank you very much. Against Labyrinth, yeah. This is Thought-Knots here. Okay, now I will, this turn I'm holding Force of Negation, Consign, and Quotl. They fetch, probably for, yeah, Temple, makes sense. They play Tower. Okay, I'm gonna let them have the mana. So no Thought-Knots here yet. Battle, draw, another Forest, flip the Lost, attack for 2. I guess I'm playing Oracle here, Flare. There's a great draw, so probably flaring something there. This is 6 mana, no spells. Nice. Okay, that's also great. So I think this seals the game. I could have Dismember, but I have like Flare. I'm gonna play Harbinger Fist and then Watergrave. This saves me 2 life. Now Cosirix commands. Okay, now they can search for Waste. They have another Dismember. Okay, go to 6. Yeah, I'm fine. And so I have 2 counters, so I can pay black mana for Dismember here. Okay, they are near Tron. I need to put the pressure up before they get to cast 2 things that kill me. Quattle, blip, gets Coiling Oracle. This changes the clock. Yes, but so now I can't change the clock and then hold negation plus flare. I'm gonna stay like I am. I don't think I'm losing having 3 counter spells in hand. Maybe I'm wrong. Versus Tower. So my opponent will have from 5 to a ton more mana. Karn gets flared. Force of negation there. They have 1 card remaining. And they could have a third dismember. Okay. Now we have Consign plus... What is this? Warping Whale. Yeah, I'm fine with Warping Whale. I can still subtlety them for lethal. Warping Whale is such a weak card. And subtlety gets there. Okay, Shardcaster Mage wins. Let's give it another go. Flare Sink. We have Poseidon. Yeah, that seems decent at least. Devourer. This hand is not like super great, but still good enough. Mine Temple. Thoughts here. Northwest Power Plant. So the exiled mine. Iceman Kotal or Flip or Coin Oracle will be great. Still not Island. I'm gonna keep the land. I don't want to use the Poseidon as a land, neither the Sink into Stupor. Okay, this 3 mana. Devourer. So not Tron incoming yet. What is this? Flash Raker. Yes, sure. That's why I kept the dismembers. Okay, this dismember stops a bunch of what they are doing. So if they Karn, I probably have to subtlety it. Oh, not Seer. Subtlety with Sink. This is some tempo on the bottom. So here we have a flare turn, and then we have a subtlety turn. Map. They have a Devourer in hand. They have a Devourer there. I'm gonna let them have Tron. I think the game, at the end, they will have Tron regardless, and they don't have that many cards in hand. So that's mine. I want to trade for their big spells. I get a Swamp, Culling Oracle, yeah? That's something I can cast. Building Ritual. Here I can Flare. Maybe they dismember before casting a big spell. Double Tower, no place. Yeah, fine. Oracle gets in, 1 damage. 19 turns to go. My opponent concedes. Why did they concede? Okay, too strong? I don't know what happened. They had to go. I don't understand anything. I'm gonna look at the cards of Avatar. Maybe there is something. Draw a card and discard a card. I filtered by cards that cost less than 5, and they are blue and green. Search library for a basic land card. If this spell was kicked, search library for a basic land card and a shrine card, yeah. You can play the Cap. This is a nice card. Prowess, add 1 mana. This card is cool. Filtering mana for colorless. Up to 2 target creatures you control. Each deal damage equal to the power to target creature and opponent's control. This is just a fight. And then to cast a spell, Water Bend. Yeah, we don't play artifacts. Return target non-permanent. This is just boomerang basics that cannot boomerang a basic. Additional cost to cast the spell, Water Bend X. Tap X target creatures. When a land you control enters, put a quest counter. Yeah, bend to 5. This creature gets +1/+1. This creature can be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. Water bend 5. When this creature enters, create a clue. When you tap this, nothing. This card is also nice. 4 mana. Earth bend to cast lesson spells. Flying Vigilance Prowess. Put a +1/+1 counter. I need cards that draw something. Becomes target higher player mills. So when you draw your second card each turn, we don't draw that many cards. They mill. Doesn't seem like there's a card that can be used. I like this one because this is good in if Pioneer comes back. I was hoping for rampant growth in Pioneer for a long time in Niv Miset decks. Probably the deck is bad. I don't know. I haven't played Pioneer in more than a year. Nif is still a deck. No, Scapeshift is a deck. Kentorius combo. 4-color midrange. 4-color midrange plays Nif. The deck doesn't play Nif, it's so sad to me. Yeah, probably you prefer to play Riddler than any other. I don't know if I would have won that game. Flare Ritual here, subtlety the next spell. If they top the Tron, I don't know. Okay, we are on the play for round 2 against Bilbo Baggins. This hand is, I guess, a keep, but not like amazing. We have Snake. This hand would have been very good with 1 more land and also 1 more spell and 1 less land. Also, we have a Surveil, we have a Possession which can be good in different matchups. So just because of the Surveil, I think this hand is strong enough. Like if they play a combo deck, you have Force, you have a redraw, you have a Surveil. If they play a deck that needs lands, Poseidon does things, Probably if Boseiju was not there, I would have not kept this hand. So this is probably Goryo. So this is Goryos. I fetch. Total and response. Redraw. I'm gonna flare the frog. This a very good trade. They're playing Goryos, so letting them put the side card in the graveyard is not that great for me. I'm gonna play the basic forest. This turn it's easy that I sink something, and I'm probably getting the survey later. I haven't played against this deck that much from neither side, so it seems like it has a 73% win rate. Riddler, sure, you got it. Okay. This is just a 2-mana draw a card Riddler. We always agree with. Yeah, you will have to control the graveyard path, which is the dangerous one. That ephemerate a bit late to the party. You will get another surveil. Getting a bit flooded here. Not what I would wish. I kept a 5-lander. So this seems like right. Succeeds. I'm gonna cast Force here. This is Force. Okay. They take my sink. I'm using Force. Edge Maze. Oracle is fine. Categories for the Culling Rituals for use so far. I haven't boarded them in, so I can not know yet. Breeding Pool. Okay. Let's see if the ritual brings us something. Harbinger of the Seas, Culling Oracle. I could bring in Harbinger, but I think that's a losing play because it's so easy they have Solitude or something like that. I just will keep drawing cards. Drawing cards is always something that we like. The chance they have a Solitude there is so high. And this doesn't stop them from having Riddler next turn. Here, I think I'm gonna play main phase Kotal to, if I would have drawn a spell. I guess this is Riddler time. I'm gonna think that's not a great play, but tempo, nice tempo. It seems like you're playing Scapeshift. You only draw lands. Yeah, this happens. I could bring in Oculus, which is okay. I can bring in Endurance, but doesn't do much. You have 2 cards. Can bring in another Kotal. I don't know. Also, if I Oculus, they are very interested in solituding it. I'm gonna keep drawing cards. Now my Kotals have that touch. Maybe Endurance Explosive. I thought about Explosive, but the card is always so slow. Riddler, yeah. I played it with Warp. 2 mana, another Riddler. Okay. Those are strong, but are just something for the future. Probably you want to keep that land open. No Ephemerate yet, so those get warped. I keep drawing cards for nothing. Attack for 2. I need to play a Time Warp in this deck. Culling Oracle, Oculus, Flip, Misty Rainforest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Guess I'd Flip and bring in another Flip. This is 2 cards. Should have fetched first. This is another ritual. I tried Propaganda that weekend and it's it seems weak for sure. Like I'm afraid that against Affinity it just gets bounced by the Force, thinking those 2 pores. Okay, they didn't get to do anything great. This is a Riddler, yeah. Riddler, draw 2? Yeah, sure. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I don't know what good card is against Prowess. I thought on Chalice of the Void, but they have some crazy amount of spell snares. Shardless Agent, Culling Oracle. I draw a card, so I'm gonna attack with everything. This doesn't trade. Yeah, attack with all. Turn this card face up. They have Solitude plus Ephemerate. No, they go to 2. Cast Burden Ritual. Play land. And I guess I'm gonna tap this. I can eat something for something better. Yeah, not like Stability. They didn't play any Wrath or Verdicts in the main. Okay, here I bring in Harbinger. I should have tapped the other creature. And I play Kotal. Yeah, that's all my power. Player of Denial will be crazy. Endurance, Stability. Okay, yeah. Do as you please. You have the 3 basics, but yeah. I really don't know how I won this game. Did literally nothing, just nothing. So Dispute is a card. Harbinger is not a card, I guess. Consign is medium. Stern Scalding is good against Frog. Double T. Colby Cat. How good is the Dismember? Kills Solitude. Top Solitude combos. Probably Stability is not a great card. Okay, I'm keeping like this. I don't know. Not sure. Stance Scalding is good against Frog. Maybe I should board them. Yeah, on the draw, Frog is very strong card. I have 6 cards for Frog. There, this hand doesn't do anything. Oh, Aurelio, you called me yesterday, I know. But I was on stream. This member goes... This is Foxy's. Become Foxy's my land. I love this Godless Shrine. The art is crazy cool. I got this one in foil. Because I had an old one, but not in foil. But I think the colors are so vivid. Yeah, they take my land. So both stage you go. I need to draw another land. So Flooded Strand. This is Frogberto. Yeah. This is something. I got an Oracle. Maybe I should play the Ritual. Probably the Oracle is better. Worst case, if I have to Endurance, I'm fine. Dismember. Not that I can cast Dismember right now on the Frog. Here my biggest wish is that they go like Solitude my Oracle and then... But yeah, Frog is strong. Foxy's again. Gonna Flare. Dispute. Yeah, that's bad. Probably not winning this game. 4 cards. Dismember. So I don't think I win this game. The Goryos deck is in disguise a Frog deck. If you have Frog on turn 2, the deck is such much stronger. I should play Tammy in my deck. Someone tried to play Tammy in this deck. It has to be somehow good, right? Counter the Riddler. That card is too strong now. Okay, we are back to square one here. That's another Riddler. Yeah, I'm not gonna win this game. Okay, next game. Now on the draw, it gets a bit better. Why not playing Tamiyo? That's a nice question. Doesn't draw a card, but deals with a lot of things. I'm gonna play Tamiyo in a future league. Yeah, I'm gonna play this tapped, so they can't Thoxys it. Shadowy Backstreet. Okay. I'm gonna hold Dispute. I don't want to get frogged. You need to draw a card. Breeding Pool and Frogberto. Yeah, played around that. Oracle gets me a Dismember for my travels. Missing a land here. Cards. All the time. Thanks for the follow. They're playing something. What's this? Teferi. Not very happy. This is one of the most dangerous cards against us. Okay, sure. This is gonna be an uphill battle. Yeah, this at least draws a card. I don't know if it's better for them to plus or minus Teferi. Here. Land, please. Another Oculus. This is starting to look grim. Discard Dismember. Go. Yeah, Teferi is always a dangerous card. Yeah, missing land drops, never easy. Riddler. This is Riddler and Ephemerate. Riddler to see what happens. Cycler Riddler. Okay. Just cycle Riddler. Attack Teferi. I don't know. I'm just putting more spam into the board. They are disputing my Oracle. Not paying for that one. They're gonna plus Teferi. So they can Riddler here. This is not a great Riddler. It's a 4/6, but only draws one card. Hedge Maze. Another land is fine. Flip the Lost. This can be good. Breeding Pool. I will get an island, but for some negotiation? No. So we trade one card. Sabalti, Ice Fan Kotal. Okay, Flub gets eaten for Kotal. This draws a card. Okay. There's a spot where we could sink the Teferi and then Flare. I can also Oculus next turn and maybe force them to play my game. This... Okay. This is another Riddler. Matic ending my Ritual. I already got some cards from it. What's this? This Frog. Seaworth. Yeah. Atraxa got milled. Can only cast one spell. We're choked on 3 drops. They have 6 mana. They probably have an Atraxa in hand. So I can sink Teferi. All this is not great. Yeah, I guess it's Sink Teferi. If they have anything, I die probably. Yeah. I missed the 3rd land drop for too much and now I'm stuck on... Yeah, happens. Goryos, yeah, sure. Yeah, Teferi is a card. If I would have been able to play my cards faster, but yeah, that's not the game we played. We're playing against Crazy Morango. They play Storm, right? They play a lot of decks, but Storm is one of them. We have Flare, we have spells. Bloodstained Mirror, Steam Bands. Darcy. Okay, yeah. I can deal with Darcy. Oh, this is Prowess. This is very, very bad. Okay, so this is not something easy, but I think it's the thing I have to do. 3 cards Force of Will. Yeah, this matchup is quite bad. That's not a land. Blue, flip, flip. Okay, we drew a 3rd land. This can be good. Another cutter. This is bad. Bubble, yeah, we knew that. We don't have Lava Dart or land. Okay, no Delirium yet. They fetch to surveil first. Here, I'm gonna Endurance this turn. Another cutter. Instant. Organic growth, yeah. Yeah, triple cutter. Island. Endurance. Cast. Eat my opponent's grave. Yeah, okay, I guess. Atlas. Quaddle. Draw a card. Okay, this can be good. Here I'm blocking. I don't know, they don't have spells and they didn't play a land, so what do they have? More cutters. Expressive Iteration? Flick Shot, Show Off. So that's not happening, at least yet. Now they have another spell to trigger the cutters. Yeah, Preordain. Puts on the bottom. That's weird. There's a lot of Prowess these days. Yeah, I know. But metagame cycles and I still try to build for the RC and the deck, and I don't know at what point of the metagame you will land at the tournament, so it's hard to know that. Here and block here. So I guess this. I went to Antwerp. I'm playing Simic. Yeah, that's a plan. Maybe not the best one, but maybe I'm not playing Simic. I don't know. Ooh, Oculus. Yeah, Oculus is maybe the card that wins the game here. Oculus is the end game of this deck against the opposing one. There's no real reason to do this. Yeah, Harbinger. At 8. I have 3 cards. I missed land drops. Big shot, yeah. So Bubble, yeah. There's a lot of damage. Probably lethal. Sorcery, Artifact. I put Prowess and Jeskai. Yeah, I don't like the Jeskai decks. They doesn't seem great to me. So they seem great, but not fit my playstyle. But yeah, I don't know. Sorcery still okay. They look at themselves. Yeah, they're looking, so if they have a bolt or something like that. Oculus. Sorcery. This only does 2 damage. Okay, yeah. This maybe it still wins. I don't know. Maybe I'm still dead. This goes here. This goes here. This still die. Okay, I have to Oculus there. So if I'm doing this, it's probably better to do this here and this here. So the 6 damage. My board dies, their board dies a bit. Yeah, I don't think Prowess is the deck is cool and all, but I don't know. Iceman Kotal, Double T, and block. If they have any spell, I die. They kept some cards on top, so okay. Maybe they don't have. Okay. Yeah, any spells. Yeah. Okay. Culling Ritual coming in. Stern Scalding coming out. Charles Agent, Harbinger, and 1 Fuss Up. Okay, let's try. This is a worse matchup, so this is what it is. Someone just asked me, because they haven't played in like 6 years or something like that, if the DCI is still working, that if you still use it for something. Yeah, no, my friend. No lander, 1 lander. You know, like I tested the Riddler and the card was not great, so I'm gonna keep Oculus because Oculus is one of the best cards. So Oracle, go. Okay, another Oracle, neither great or terrible. Lava Dart. Yeah. The Lava Dart deck is for sure not a great matchup. I played Chalice in the sideboard, but with open deck list and dying to and Chalice dying to consign. So now they play Cutter. Yeah. My opponent said they will be back in a second. My biggest issue with Riddler was that you could not hard cast, do any tricks with it, and you got only to ritual it of subtlety, and that's not like great. I don't know. The card was okay because Riddler is a great card, but not like it did some crazy stuff. They fetch. If I need to pull the trigger on sync, here then. Okay, let's see if Culling Ritual does something. Okay, this is 1 less damage for me. No spells to cast. Yeah, I have 3 black mana, but if this would be blue, okay. This got some cards of them. Impressive, yeah. Did you try Sensitive Look in the deck? That's the one that blinks, right? It's not very good with Shrouded Agent. So I had to cut the Shrouded Agents for those. That's maybe a way to try. Exile target creature you control, then return that card to the battlefield under its owner counter. If it's a spirit, puts a +1/+1 counter on it. It just does so little. Yeah, about 6. Playing Culling Oracle here and play this tapped. So that. Yeah, maybe Propaganda would have done more. Still unsure. Propaganda does more in this matchup. Yeah, Culling Ritual is okay. I'm probably dead because they will have another Lava Dart in hand. But I don't know. Pressive Iteration, yeah. Preordain, land. So Preordain gets cast. I don't know what they are searching for. I resolved my sideboard card and still winning a super with no shardless. I don't know. Send me the list. I can look into it. Okay, Endurance is a nice draw. I'm at 9. Go to 6. Cast Oculus. Okay, this Oculus is Oculus plus Force plus Endurance. Force. I should have casted. I should have casted Endurance. That was bad. That was bad played. Should have casted Endurance. This is another. Okay. Now this ends up being good because now I Endurance. Okay. Doing so was better against double heat. 6th place. More Oculus. Riddlers. Sense Flux. Yeah. Maybe tomorrow I play this one. Let's try. Oculus. I don't know, better than Ritual. I Dunking. Yeah, the deck is cool. Has some flaws. Okay, this is a cutter. Delirium equal 2. They don't want to attack. I didn't cast. They cast the spell. Okay, yeah. They did not want to attack. Bubble, yeah. They could have hit me for a bunch. It's weird. Or they passed as a mistake, or... Okay, yeah. I took them off Delirium last turn, and they have it again. Force of Negation. Okay, so they know I have a Force. I'm gonna pass. Let's try to hit something. Not something that great. Can go to 3. What is this? Murktide? Seems like a Murktide. Yeah. I think the deck is cool. My opponent is casting a Murktide. They want to keep Delirium or not? Okay, that keeps them on Delirium. Equip Cutter. Nice play, opponent. Well played. Yeah, that forces me to jump. Well, it forces me to die. Okay, yeah. Again, 1 life short. Full block there. Yeah. The Prowess matchup is bad. I still think that Culling Ritual is not the card you want, and that having Propaganda is better. I don't know if Propaganda is that bad against Prowess, but in my head it seems good. It seems not good against Affinity, but yeah. What's you're gonna do? I like it Propaganda the other day. Yeah, I think Culling Ritual is mediocre, yeah. But I haven't tried, and people say that it was good, and not sure. 4 against Tisoi. You're on the play, this set is fine. They're playing Tron. If they're playing Tron, Flare can be great. You have Ritual, which is Atlas, not the card I want. The card costs 4, while Propaganda costs 3. That's some reason, and I lost against the Breeding Pool. I casted my sideboard card and still lost, which is never a good sign. Another Culling Oracle. So need to draw a land, but whatever. Tower. So here I swing. I'm gonna cast another Oracle. Try to draw a land. This plays around some dismembers. Play tapped. Not the best land, but a land. They crack the map. Versus mine. No spells yet. So they are... So Ritual. Shock myself. Not shock. Bolt myself to cast another Breeding Ritual. And now with 2 Rituals, I have things rolling. Okay. They float a lot of mana. I eat this for Kotal. Double T. And now I eat this or Harbinger. Okay, now they play Kozilek's Command. Okay, I'm gonna flare this. They have Kozilek's Command, then whatever. Okay, no Kozilek's Command for them. Dodged a bullet there. I can Oculus them to that. So that's important for 3. Yeah, I cannot do anything, but this doesn't do anything yet. Blue Talisman, yeah. I cannot cast anything for free. They did not keep Emrakul. They keep the Talisman only. They misclick there. So here I will try to turn the corner, which I think is a fine plan. No. Here, another Harbinger. That's a nice. Okay, my opponent conceded. This is Blue Tron. So Harbinger. This usually doesn't tend to have any creatures. Consigns. They only play as blue card the portents, which are whatever. I'm gonna side in 2 disputes. It's still a counter on most of the cards they can have, but yeah. This hand is all 3 Oculus. Sabelty, Flip, puts Flip back against Labyrinth, and they have an Alice Dust Talisman. So here I can consign. Okay, here I have Kotal plus consign, plus a lot of other spells. Eldrazi Temple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They could dismember this or Kozilek's in response. Maybe. I'm gonna force that. Probably not doing it if I would not have consign in hand. So Harbinger time. They are a bit away of anything. They could dismember, but even if they dismember, they don't have Tron. So they will be able to cast a medium spell. Karn, yes, sure. The question is, what are you searching with Karn? Because Karn is gonna get killed. And Ballista, Cityscape Leveler, it's far away of that. Ballista, yes, sure. Takarn. I think I'm going to play this, even if it's a good card, but I expect that Building Ritual is gonna win this game. 3, dispute your Ballista. The sideboard card, right? Sideboard cards doing things. Ritual comes in, and let's change Kotal for Oculus. Seems about right. And now we have the pressure going and 1 backup card. Force application. There's an Alice Dust. Not today. 1 replicate. And my opponent concedes. Yoo-hoo! On my Metafrail profile, you will find all my competitive Magic the Gathering content. You will get deck and sideboard guides, articles with ideas and analysis, and even the decks I will be playing in my next big tournament. I offer one-to-one coaching sessions to help take your game to the next level. Following is completely free, so hit the subscribe button and keep up with everything I post on metafy.gg. So let's see, we find a 5th opponent. Yeah, we lost against Prowess, against Goryos. Goryos is always close. And so if someone has a free Amazon Prime sub, you can use it here, and it really helps me if you like my content, because I have to pay bills. Round 5 against Happy, and we are on a hand on the draw that's quite weak. Okay, this hand has some spells. Gonna keep this. I'm gonna put Sabelty back. Hope to don't need Sabelty in the first 2 turns. Maybe you're playing against Prowess again. Okay, Elegant Parlor, tap it, go. What's this? What am I playing against? Island, so this is Dashed Ragavan. Yeah, you got a Dashed Ragavan. Ice-Fan Portal, Ragavan, Boseiju goes to the grave. And here I get an Culling Oracle. Dismember. Dismember can be good. I'm probably just trading for the Ragavan. Maybe they have some removals. I'm not able to trade. Okay, Prismatic ending my Ice-Fan, my Oracle. Yes, sure. So this play is like whatever. I mean, 2 mana for the card that drew me a card, and you are wasting your treasure. Yeah, 2 damage, but Oculus gets revealed. So here I can dismember. I want to write that train again. That's at a Fairy Fledge. Yes, sure. I could consign the... They tapped weird. So this is Ragavan again. Forest, go to 10, which is a number, but still there. Someone subscribed, even if it doesn't show up. Thank you, whoever. 4 cards. 1, 2, 3. They're still missing 1 mana. I'm gonna pass. Endurance, your grave. This called Meta Consign, which... Okay. Oh, okay. That's fine with me. I'm gonna pass. I have Flare, Kotal, and a possible Oculus. This is Failure. Failure is not a card that you're going to resolve now. You could have another Failure. I don't think so, but they could. This could be a Riddler. Surveil. Culling Oracle. Okay, attack you again. I have 6 cards in the graveyard, so Oculus is gonna hit the board if I want, but I want to have at least 1 flare defense for it. Draw Shardless. Yeah. Attack with both. And here I have 4 mana total, so casting Culling Oracle first. This could hit a land. There's Solitude then? Yeah, I'm fine with this. Sync gets played. And Ritual. I could keep them off some colors. Now the big question. Harbinger stops red cards. They don't have many red cards. Endurance get the graveyard. Endurance is a big hitter. I think I like Endurance. Harbinger can be dangerous. Like Riddler, white, blue. I'm gonna get Harbinger. I don't know if that's the correct play. I think it's close. But this stops future Arena of Glory, Shenanigans, and Outcast Solitude. So Riddler, yeah. This could have been an hasty Riddler if I had not. Okay, they're gonna blink it, so they draw some cards. Yeah. Having here Force of Negation or even Subtlety would have been amazing, but I guess you get what you get. The Riddler is not warped. Blue the Lost. This could draw into a flare. The Oculus number 1. I don't trust this Oculus so much. It's just medium, but yeah. I need to put up enough things into the board that they feel in danger. They have another Solitude. This can be bad. They're consigning my Ritual. Fine, I guess. Yeah. This is only keeps them on 2 cards, so they were not gonna draw with this. Consign the Oculus trigger. Okay, sure. They draw cards, yeah. Okay, this is fine also. They cycled through some cards. Still no red, no great attacks. Sink to Stupor. I'm gonna play a land first, and then play Shardless Agent. See what we hit. Almost any hit is great. Icefang Coatl with that touch. So we go again into the Ritual hole. You can consign this again. No. So eat Flub and get Coatl. If you're single Riddler. I didn't. Maybe I missed lethal. Maybe they have something. I don't know. They have a random failure like that one. Yeah, this could have been a problem. I draw cards. Okay. So I'm far ahead, so I don't have to worry now. Cast on failure. Failure gets bounced. I can play another Oculus. This is a Ritual. If I draw another flare, I think I win. Force of Negation is also fine. Not like amazing, but so I'm gonna attack with the block, the failure. I guess like so. I have Oculus and Force of Negation backup. I think I'm fine. They block. Go to 2. Yeah. Another Oculus. Already mistapped, but whatever. Now the failure. Shardless Agent gets eaten for Harbinger. I get 2 Oculus tokens. One is a Subtlety. Subtlety would have been good to be able to flip. And there is a Sync. So they have 4 cards. Don't have lethal attackers yet. Okay, we win game 1. It was a cool game. Harbinger did things while it's not a great card in this matchup, usually. And 2 Subtleties. Okay. We will have time to finish this league. And after this, time for the tier list. Now that on Monday the format was not changed, I'm going to think what I think are the best or not the best decks in the format. Subtlety Flare. Yeah, I like this hand. This hand is good. We have double Ritual, which dodges 1. No Ragavan in turn 1. Ranga Basic is fine. So here I play Culling Oracle. They can fail in response. No, they don't fail in response. I'm happy. What was this? Dispute. Okay, seems like Dispute. This can be Teferi. No. What is this? That's a fast Fable. I don't want them to have. Okay. Fetchland is great. So here I can fetch for a blue, a Breeding Pool, and play a counter spell, or this. Probably, no, this is probably a Dispute, but I think I'm okay with Dispute here. Maybe they have a Bolt. What is this? Maybe there's a Spell Snare, not Spell Snare. So, Coatl, Spell Snare now. This Bolt. It was not Spell Snare, so Trick Serenade. Weird to know. Okay, this can be an Oculus. I have a Sync. make Oculus, like I would Lord. So if they have Solitude, this is weird. Okay. They have Solitude, I can subtlety it, which is some decent. So I don't like to run out an Oculus, but I think this is the spot of fast Oculus. Teferi, subtlety, opponent concedes, not yet. I could have a Solitude here, but Solitude Ephemerate, they didn't have earlier. Okay, now I have a ton of things going on. Flare. I'm not gonna do anything. If my opponent doesn't do anything, I'm just gonna flip it next turn. My opponent's very afraid of my cards. So here I can flare, sink, or flip. Okay, now I can double flip, and I think I win the game. If you want to flip one of both, probably the Chalice is a better thing to flip because this costs less to flip and it attacks for the same amount. You could flip and flare if you draw a land. This attacks for the same. I have some lethal things. Maybe I don't even want to flip, but probably I still want. I have to flare with a creature then. They have 5 mana and no spells cast. They're thinking because they need to move. I have lethal. I think this was a good read that Oculus was probably winning the game. Galvanic Blast on Oculus. Yep. Okay, 3 energy. Wrath of the Sky, X is 3, X is 0. So I'm gonna sink this. Worst case, I can flare. Okay, they concede. So now I had sink, and if they had dispute, I had flare for the wrath. So still okay. I still have 2 creatures that can be ritualed away. So this is the end. We ended 3-2. I did not like the Culling Ritual approach. I still think that I'm going into the propaganda route a bit more. I want to try this a bit more. Probably putting another Winds for Teeth in the deck. I want to have more fetches. So Tarwara has been lackluster to me, and I've been liking 3 Oculus. And then propaganda goes. I know propaganda stays. Propaganda. I wanted to cut Force of Vigor and Nature's Claim. I want to play some Nature's Claim instead of Force of Vigor. This card is better against cards like Sagas and Vexing Babel. Maybe not great with Charles, but you can also Charles into it. Against Affinity is fine. You can Charles into Nature's Claim, which will always get a target. So not that bad. Like in other decks, you mostly side out the... So yeah, probably this is gonna be the list for tomorrow. I'm still not sure if 2 Propaganda or Stern Scalding. Stern Scalding is a great card. So maybe 2 Propaganda is enough. But yeah, we'll see. Maybe tomorrow I try 3 just... But yeah, that's it. Follow me if you're still watching on YouTube this.